Okay, this is take two because somehow I thought I downloaded it and instead I deleted the first video. So I went over to Cowtown, New Jersey this morning. Well, it's Cowtown in New Jersey. It's a farmer's market about half an hour away from me. And I was warned that don't expect to find a lot of vintage stuff because a lot of it is new stuff. I did buy these because I needed masks. You know, they're disposable ones, but they're very, very cool. Halloween's coming up in a week, so I thought that would be awesome to have. And I needed some more because I was out and work was out. And I'm looking around and seeing nothing but new stuff. Which I was warned, if you need socks or stuff to clean your house or, you know, stretch pants and tank tops and sunglasses and purses of all kinds. Now, mind you, they're going to look like name brand. They're not, as one person told me. I hope you don't expect anything here to be real, because it's all fake. Fair enough. So I did take, at one point, I thought, oh, look, all the banana boxes. I was sadly disappointed it was all new. So I did take a little bit of a video of them to just show you what I'm talking about, and I'll try to splice that in here. You're looking around. Way in the back, there was a small section that was some flea market type stuff, and there weren't many there. And it's probably because it's October. But I did find some cool stuff. There was a guy with a trailer. Nothing but boxes of books. Oh, let me get these up here. This is heavy. Now, this one is older. All of these books, they were just $1 a piece. And if you can find them, if you have something you really want to know about, or you really like that stuff and you want to learn more about it to just be specialized in that for reselling, I don't know anything about glassware. And there's a lot of glassware I don't like. You're never going to see me selling a piece of Murano. But I got early American pressed glass. Now that's the oldest one. Then I got, now this is Shiffer, elegant glass. Shiffer Publications is, I think, and we were just talking about this at a chat, on a live chat last night. Shiffer is probably the only publisher left of these old guidebooks. But the one I look for, see that? That's a C and a B together. That's collector's books. They made, for a long time, they made fantastic. This is the one on Carnival glass. And I love how it's laid out. It's so nice and easy. This is why they're so heavy, though. Lots of color pictures. And there is some of that stuff I like. Not a lot. I'm more interested in... Oh, shoot. I'm about to lose them. And the two paperback ones are bending. I'm more interested in... Like, this one's a glassware identification guide. Because I really like the earlier glass. That's the 1930s, the elegant patterns. Which, why I got that book that just says elegant glass. And now I've seen a couple of pieces of this around, but I didn't really know anything about it. So I decided to grab this one too, since they were just $1. Peach Blow glass. I've no idea. But after anybody who's seen all my videos saw the one where I found some glass. I did leave behind a piece of Carnival glass. And there was some elegant glassware that I really... Scott, I think it was Scott from Old Curiosity Shop. Somebody had let me know that that was 1930s elegant glass. And I loved it. And I would have kept it for myself. I really should have snagged it, and I didn't. And I'm still kicking myself. But there was a Bohemian cut glass, or cut crystal, berry bowl There we had the big serving bowl and the berry bowls with it. And I found out later from Danny, I think it was Danny that said it in the comments, but that would have been something that would have been worth about $200. It's just because I had no clue. So I'm determined to learn a little, at least a working knowledge of some of the glass. But if I'm going to do it, I'm just going to look for the glass that I enjoy. Because follow your passion. You know, you can, especially if you're going to do the videos. If you're going to do the videos, you've got to follow your passion. If it's something you like, you will find a market that likes similar stuff. Crazy Lamp Lady has a massive following because Jocelyn knows her glass. She knows her Murano. She definitely knows her modern glassware and her vintage glassware. But that's her thing. And of course, lamps. I love watching some of her older videos. The lamps you see are phenomenal. Now, I got this one for me. Vintage purses. I own a few, not this particular one, but I own a few like that I inherited from my great aunts that are metal, but they have this enamel paint to create a pattern. They're enameled over the metal to make this really cool pattern. So that's all I got at Cowtown, at the farmer's market. But next door to the farmer's market, and I have a tiny little splice of a video in there, and I'll put that in here. There we go. Now I can see what I'm doing. Price $2. Okay. I can't see. I'm too short. Oh, it's hiding back there. Green penguins. I don't want to deal with green penguins. But next door to the farmer's market was the thrift store. Now, this thrift store looked like a converted house. The lower part, there's a big basement door, or not basement, more like a side door that's a big garage type door. That one whole section's all furniture, and lovely furniture. There was everything from modern, mid-century modern, and some stunning pieces of Eastlake that were gorgeous. And I looked at one chair and was practically having to wipe the drool off from under my mask. But I kept thinking, that's not fitting in my car. And where would I put it when I got here? I don't have room. But in there, their prices were good. There was a full set of a rare pattern of Limoges. They had everything. Gravy boat, soup tureen, serving platters, serving bowls, dishes, salad plates. It was only $175. If you'd come across the bridge and had that around me in Delaware County, you're looking at that thing being at least double that. So sometimes I gotta get out of Delaware County to go find good prices. Now they did have a bunch of these. Now it's just a little bowl, 25 cents. I have it upside down. I can't read that mark. I got these for me. There's 6 of them because this is a good size for feeding the cats. I have 2 cats. One is the doctor, Doctor Who fan here. And the other, she's fine, but the other is a stray. And I've been feeding Gandalf for probably 5 years now. And he likes me and he tolerates me. He's an old guy. And the woman who used to take care of getting him his shots and stuff has moved. She moved away last year and he's not doing too well. And unfortunately, I don't have the money to take him to a vet. It looks like he's got an infection in his mouth, so he's probably going to lose even more teeth. He keeps getting beat up, being outside. He won't stay inside, and he won't use the litter box. But he doesn't usually do anything in the house either. So I suspect he'd been raised with dogs, because he will bug you to go outside to go do his business. And winter's coming, so he's smart. He does come back in and stay for the winter. So we'll have him around, but I really wish I could. I've got to get the heater first, poor baby. Or we're all going to be out in the cold. But I'm doing what I can, and I have the next couple of days off, so I'm going to be going listing crazy, getting stuff up. So hopefully I can get all those funds moving. But I found some really cool stuff at this thrift store, which is right next door. So I'm pretty sure I now will have enough animals to do a bunch of animals up on eBay. When I do that, there'll be a haul video just on the animals I have, and I'll make sure that they go up at the same time that the stuff's actually online. Because a lot of times I do these haul videos, and a couple of people have said, well, where's the item? I haven't had a chance to list it yet. It's hard to balance that out, to get the videos done and get the stuff listed, because they each take a certain amount of time. That's why I did that test thing to see about doing lives, because then I could do a live sale. I don't know that I have enough subscribers yet for that, but I could have tried. But this will be one of the things. I found him, little goose in a vest, duck, goose. I'm not sure. I think he's a duck. Now, I had to check that mark. It just says Handmade California. He does look like he's an older piece, but he's really cool. He's really nice. I like him. So he's going to be added to the little animals here. And then I found this. Now I'm keeping this. Isn't he adorable? I mean, yeah, the red is cold painted on there, but it's just a little shopping bag. It's got little bells, little jingle bells. Looks like a shopping bag. Now, I'm keeping him for me. I don't particularly collect Santas. I'd rather collect vintage snowmen or the little red elves. Not them freaky little elf on a shelf with the vinyl head. Those little suckers creeping me out. But more like the porcelain little pixie ones or little devils. I love them. They're hard to find, but I love them. Now, this little guy was only $1, and one of the reasons I want to keep him too is I have a collection, not a big collection, but a collection of some vintage cupcake decorations, which are, you know, it's got a little thing like this and then a plastic spike, and it's hard to figure out how you can display them. Now, I've usually suggested people get a piece of styrofoam, not that thick, dense stuff that comes as packing stuff in things, but crafter's styrofoam. And take a pin or something and make the hole first, because these old picks, the plastic is old and it can get very brittle, and you don't want to break that pick part off. So use that as a way to display your holiday ones. And I have some that are so old, these cupcake decorations, that they're actually like little paper mache heads. Some of them are wooden heads, hand-painted. When I find them all as we get the house unpacked, I'll let you see them. But this is something short, and it'd be a nice way to display the Christmas ones that I have. Now, he's only $1, and can I get that off without taking the original? And he does say what I expected he would say. It says, made in Taiwan. He also has the yellow sticker for Frank's. Frank's Nursery and Crafts has been gone for 30 years. So that gives me a clue that this thing's at least 30 years old. But don't just blow off the Made in Taiwan sticker. I'm seeing a lot of people online be fussy about that. Oh, but it's Made in Taiwan. Made in Taiwan is not the same as the quality of Made in China. In the 1970s and through the 80s, you saw a lot of stuff. My throat's drying out. Stupid allergies this time of year for me. Anyway, was a lot of the stuff made in Taiwan, and it was good quality porcelain. It wasn't really, really cheap. They usually were nicely hand painted. And that's the gap stuff. That's the stuff between all the made in Japan porcelain and the made in China. Because by the mid 90s, and certainly ever since then, everything's made in China. The quality's just not as good. The painting's just not usually as good, unfortunately. But at some point, people are going to start realizing and looking at made in Taiwan because it is decent quality. And it's also a very, very limited time that the stuff was imported from Taiwan. So you're looking at stuff from the 1970s, from the 1980s, and that's pretty much it. So I'm not afraid to collect something that has that on there. Now the hard part is going to be in the future. They never stamped it into the porcelain. It's only ever this little sticker. So those are going to be gone, and you're going to see a lot of unmarked stuff and people guessing as to how old is it. So we have that little cutie pie. He's staying with me. I looked over on the counter, and this little guy was there. Now, I'm pretty sure he's not really marked. He was $3. I'm pretty sure, like 95% sure, that he is a Grindley pottery piece or porcelain. But Grindley has a Facebook page just for Grindley collectors. And I'm going to see if they can help me date him because I was not finding anybody else with the tongue sticking out. Except one, the coloring was a bit different. Like this is kind of a tan color, a very light tan. But the painting is the same. And they had it that theirs was from the 1930s. But all the other dogs I'm finding that look like him don't have the tongue sticking out. So I think he might be an older piece. So I'm going to see if they can positively ID him. If he is a Grindley piece, he could be worth anywhere from $20 up. The prices vary to maybe $50. So we'll see if I can positively ID him. Then I found, I'll show this. I found this. Still sealed. I got it because it's neat wrapping paper, and if you're going to do junk journaling or something, but I just thought it was cool because there's a penny farthing bike, a two-wheeler, a unicycle. Don't see those very much. But I just thought it was really cool. You know, different graphics. Very 1970s kind of look. I don't see a date anywhere. But I did like the cartoon style graphics and all the bicycles, so maybe there's a bicycle collector. I don't even know how much I paid for this because this was on the counter. This thrift store was great. I mean, it's in a great location because it is right next door to the parking lot. And there's some discoloring there, and I'm going to see if I can get that out. If I can't, I will probably keep it. I use these linen towels. If I get ones that are stained, I keep them, and I'll use them myself because I don't have a dishwasher, and I don't mind because really vintage stuff shouldn't be through a dishwasher anyway. And so I use them. They're great for drying stuff out. So then I found this guy. It's a set. It's a creamer, sugar. Now he's got the sticker. It says World Bazaars Inc. I don't know that mark. I mean, he's nicely done. I don't think he's particularly old, but he's also not particularly modern either. There's a tiny little bit of crazing going on. And he's really kind of cute. I liked the face. I thought he was really cute. Now he's supposed to be the sugar bowl. He's got the spot for the spoon, but do you see the problem there? They didn't leave a spot for the spoon to actually go through Line his face up again. But they didn't leave a spot. There's no way a spoon's fitting through there. So that'll go up for Christmas stuff. And then I found these, and I thought, oh look, cute little bell. That's cool. And there's a sticker in there. I mean, I can't read what it says, but I've kind of thought, okay, white and silver, that's probably Napco. Oh, gee, no price. And then I see this other one on the shelf. Okay, well, that's cool. So there's another one. Great. $2. All right. And then when I unpacked them when I got home, I realized, hey, wait a minute. There's that. There's holes. They're salt and pepper shakers. I didn't know that when I bought them. I thought, great, $2. Okay, I'll sell them off. 2 little Christmas bells. Well, they're not. They're salt and pepper shakers. Now, they are 1959 Napco ware. The only flaw, and I have to look with my jeweler's loop, is on this one, there's some weird stuff going on with the glazing. And I have to really take a close-up look because it's weird. Because, like, the white is not cold painted, yet that piece of white seems to be and seems to have flaked a little bit. I don't get why that one lone piece of white, because it is the white, so I don't know what's going on there. But I have a jeweler's loop, so before I list them, I'll take a good hard look at that and find out what's going on. So those will be going up, and I have no idea what I'm going to get for them. I'm not going to do like some crazy person has. Somebody has the pair of these up right now for something nuts, like $145 for the pair. I don't see that happening. I really don't see that happening for a pair of salt and pepper shakers. They'd need to be gold encrusted and signed by Fabergé. I just don't see that happening. So I'll start mine way lower than that, and I'll let mine run as an auction when I do it, because it's not fair. You know, I'm not doing a buy it now like that. I'd rather put it up as an auction and give people a chance. Now, this guy, I was so happy. I don't like Bisque, but I'll make an exception for this guy. He plays, you can hear him going off. It's a red pixie! Look at those pointy ears! What is that? Jingle bells. He plays jingle bells. Got a little mushroom. He's dirty. He was $6. He is Berman and Anderson Incorporated, made in Japan. So I love the little pixies, and I really like the little red devils, but they're real hard to find. I have some really old Bisque ones from Germany, which have been my great-grandparents. Maybe even my great-great-grandparents. But I like him. I do not like the elf on a shelf elves with the creepy little felt bodies and the vinyl heads, because they creep me out. I don't like those suckers. But I like the porcelain, the Bisque ones. Now, he's going to change color a little bit when I wash him, because it may not show, but he's got a layer of dust just kind of in the Bisque all over him. And before I go, I want to let you know the best way to wash Bisque. Now, he's got a music box, so I got to make sure I always hold him this way when I do it. Lather up your hands with soap. And then just run your hands all over. Don't use a scouring pad. Don't use anything real stiff. And all these little creases, I have a very soft old toothbrush. And I will carefully use that for all these little lines and stuff to get in there. And then carefully rinse it with water. Take your linen towel, pat it dry. Because sometimes, if you were to use a scrubby or something, sometimes the color starts coming off. You can't trust the paint on these things. Sometimes it'll lighten up on you, and you don't want to have that happen. So it's better to just be very careful. I don't put the soap. I put the soap on my hands first, and get it just bar soap, lather up, and then carefully do it. And I find that to be the best way to clean Bisque. You know, I'm not a huge fan of Bisque, but I'll make an exception for him because he's just so stinking cute. So that's my haul, and it was an interesting experience. I'd never been there, and it's only half an hour away, so it was nice to go for once and see. Now, I have the next couple days off. My 55th birthday is Tuesday, so I am hoping that my birthday present to me was to go to Cowtown today and hopefully go to Lambertville, New Jersey, to the Golden Nugget, where there is another big flea market, and go there tomorrow and see what I can find. That is my birthday present to me. So I may have another haul video very soon for you, and I will keep you posted. None of this stuff, as you can see, it's a haul video, is online yet. I've got a lot of stuff sitting around here that's got to get online and moving, because I had picked around in the pile behind me. I have a lot of books to get listed, and I really want to get moving. We're into that fourth quarter. If you are selling, keep in mind, this is the fourth quarter. We're almost done October now. If people are looking for stuff for Christmas, especially now with the Postal Service having issues, November is it. Do not expect the big push of sales in October, because I think people are going to jump early. I mean, I'm already seeing a little bit of an uptick in how many views my things are getting. So if they're going to buy stuff, they're going to be doing it this coming month in November. They're going to push to get stuff before, I really think, before December, so that they get it in time for Christmas. Because of the challenges the Postal Service is having with people doing things like, you know, taking the sorting machines away that help make things go smoother. So keep an eye on that. And if you have spare time to just write up 4 or 5 listings, write up 2 listings, you know, and then you get busy and have something else to do that day, really try to push right now if you can, because now's the time. Now is the time to really get it up there and get it out the door. So try it, do what you can, keep trying. If you like anything you saw, my email address is in the About section for me, and you can email me. I have PayPal. I take PayPal, and we can discuss maybe a price and shipping for anything that you see in any of my videos if it hasn't already been listed. And I hope you like what you saw, and I hope you come back. I hope you had fun. And if you did, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you soon for the next one, because I'm sure there's going to be one soon, very soon. Right, you guys have a good day. Bye.